Hello there, and welcome to our first creation of an Excel spreadsheet. If you have experience in Excel, this will hopefully be pretty easy for you. If not, I hope that by the end you will see the benefits of Excel for you. And it's really great, particularly if you have a lot of math stuff that you want to present and you don't want to have to figure out. You can make the spreadsheet do the whole thing for you. It's great. So hopefully I'll allow you to see some of the ways to do that here in our lesson today. This is probably going to take us several lessons to get through the whole thing, and just take your time, embrace it, learn as we go. So the first thing we have to do is open Excel, and I have an icon right here that would open it, and I have stuff all over my desktop. What you need to probably do is go down here to the Start menu, or the Start button. Click that and click on, you might see it right here, Excel 2016. If you have that, click on it and it'll open right up for you. Or you might have to go into all programs and look around for it. It'll say Excel 2016. And it might be a little bit different on your computer, so you may have to move around. Hopefully it's up here towards the top. So I am going to click on that and open a new book, and you'll see it. Yours probably says book 1. I was just working in it, so that's why it says book 2, and I have another one open, which you don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to full screen this, which I would probably recommend you do so it matches mine. If it's not in the full screen, look in the upper right hand corner of the X and click on to that. So in this first lesson, what we are going to do is input some information into some cells and take a look around the spreadsheet. And again, if you're watching this in Edpuzzle, you need to probably make your screen full size. So please do that if you haven't, so that you can see what all of the icons. There's so many things in here that you can do. I want to make sure you get the full vision of the things that are available for you. You'll notice at the top of the screen you have tabs that kind of like Microsoft Word. And like we said in the previous video, I believe that there is a real similarities between Word and Excel because they're made by the same company. So right now I'm on the home page, so if you would go there. If you're not, let's have a look around here. Right now, currently you'll see that the black rectangle is in cell A1. So that is our current active cell. It's also labeled up here that is the active cell A1 for us. And what we're going to do is just start putting in some information. So we're just going to create this pretend spreadsheet from Acme widgets. So click in, if you're not in cell A1, click in A1 and click type 1994 sales figures for Acme. Acme is capitalized, widgets. Now, before I hit enter or anything else, I want to point out that you'll see right in this box right here, everything that's in that cell, as well as you'll see it on the spreadsheet there. Sometimes you're going to run into a time where a spreadsheet, some text might be blocked, and if you're wanting to see everything that's in that cell, if you just click on it, look up here, you can see the information in that, and there might be some formatting things you have to make an adjustment on. All right, I'm going to hit enter. I could hit enter, or I believe I could do the checkbox as well. Yeah, the check mark is also enter. I just never used that, and that's why I was paused and wasn't sure if that was the case. I just hit the enter button, put something in, and you'll notice it moved my active cell down to A2, and you see the A2 up there as well. So that's my current active cell for us. Okay, let's skip on down to A3. And we're going to input some information here. Now I just click the mouse. You can use the arrows on the keyboard to get there, but get to cell A3, and we are going to type in, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go down one more cell just to make it look nicer. Go down to A4. A4 and type in the word salesman and hit the enter button. And when you hit the enter button, you'll know that you'll notice the active cell goes down. I'm currently in cell A5. Again, follow along with me. Create the spreadsheet as I created on your screen. Our first salesman is named Mo. So if you type MOE for Mo, and again you'll see that should appear up here in this white box. As you go, hit enter. Larry, hit enter. Curly, enter. Joe, enter. And Shemp. Perhaps you can identify who these salespeople are if you're familiar with the Three Stooges. In the box under that, let's go total in capitals and average in all capitals as well. Okay, so I ended up, average is in cell A11. Please make sure that that matches. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my mouse, I'm going to go up here next to salesman, and I'm going to click in there, and I'm going to click JAN for January. This time, instead of hitting enter, I'm going to hit the tab button. The tab button, you'll notice, moves me over to the right. And then I'm going to type in Feb for February, tab, MAR for March, and then I'll do total, tab, average. Total and average, those are all in caps. Now, did you see what happened right there? I was in average and I hit enter. You didn't know that because I didn't say it, but when you're in that average cell, if you hit enter, notice it winds me to the left. Okay, so there's a neat function in Excel that when you hit the enter button, it jumps down to the farthest left cell that it can be, and when you hit the tab button, it advances to the right. So let me see if it does it again. I don't know if it'll do it because I just clicked back. I'm in average. Yeah, it's going to go straight down. Now, if I went over to the next cell and typed something, it would do the same thing. Now, it did that because I was tabbing to the right, and then when I got there, I hit enter. It wrapped it down to this cell right here, thinking I was going to begin inputting some information. So it tries to work with you as you're creating the document. Okay, so if you haven't figured this out, what we're going to do is we're going to create a spreadsheet for sales figures for this group of salesmen, and this would be a big deal for any kind of business. You want to know who is selling well, how much they're selling, which months are they selling the most, if there's a reason one month is typically better than another, and then you want to be able to quickly calculate what those average totals are, or those totals are. So we're going to input some fake numbers here. For January, I'm going to type in 200, so I'm in cell B5. Please make sure you're there. Type in 200 and hit enter. Again, you'll notice the rectangle went down. Larry, for January, that's cell B6. 100. For Curly, January, whoops, I meant to say 400. That was actually right. For Joe, 500. And for Shemp, 300 there. Another thing just to point out here, you'll notice when I typed in the number, this was in the lesson from yesterday, notice how it went over to the right hand side of the cell, and all of the text numbers, or the text words, all justified to the left side of the cell. Now we can obviously format that however we want. So let's go ahead and fill in some more numbers here. So I'll just type them in now, 300 here, and 400, and 600, and 200, and 400 there. And for March, we will put in for Mo, 300, 200, 600, 700, and 400 there. Okay, so that is the data of the cells that we need to put in. Now we're going to show you how we can make this spreadsheet do the work for us. And to do that, what we do is we're going to use a formula. Now I am noticing my time is up at 9-minute video here, and I'm worried that the formula information is going to take a while. So I'm actually going to stop this video. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I should have done at the beginning. I should have saved this. I hope you didn't lose any of your data. So let's go to Save As. Go find your M drive, and you should know the routine. It's going to be a little bit different than mine. I'm just going to stick mine on my desktop, but you go down here to Computer, right? Click on that, find your M drive, and I'm going to just stick it on my desktop for now. And let's call this Acme Excel Worksheet. and we will save it as that right there. Okay, so make sure you save that, and then when you're done with this video, just head on over to video part 2, and I'll show you how to use the formulas to do all the math calculations for you. We will talk to you soon.